folks. Happy Monday, April 20th.
Turn right onto 10th Street.
Gas prices are $3.89. Just completed stop 2. Picked up a toilet and one additional piece. The drop-off location is about 20 minutes away, 2 miles. That's how it is in New York, right? 20 minutes away, 2 miles. I'm sure it's different in other regions. Folks, I wanted to talk briefly about artificial intelligence. Something I was touching base on in my last video. And I'm actually going to talk a little bit more about it today as we go through these deliveries. Folks, if you're not paying attention, AI, artificial intelligence, is here, okay? And it's not going anywhere. If you're just kind of picking up on the wave,
turn left.
Artificial intelligence is the tool, concept, however you want to say it, that's going to speed up production in businesses. You could talk about automation, you could talk about programming, you could talk about a lot. A lot of the things that are labor heavy, finance heavy, stuff like that, where you have to enter data to speed things up, AI is going to be that tool that's going to kind of get you over the hump. Last time I had talked about my ETF that I've been investing in called ARTY, ARTY. So I'm going to talk about ARTY, but there are several other ETFs that deal specifically with AI, but I'm just going to talk about ARTY because this channel pretty much is about my flow of things. All right, folks, stop number 3 is complete. Just finished delivering that toilet. I'm in downtown Brooklyn, another area that I might flag. And if you're catching on,
at the next light, turn right.
I flag areas that are high risk for tickets, drama, too many pedestrians, and so forth. If it's not paying like top dollars, then I'm just gonna flag it. I'm just not even gonna waste my time.
Flatbush Avenue
Extension. That's just kind of how I like to flow. Thank goodness that the doorman and the security guards were pretty good. You know, they kept me in and out. All right, so I'm on my way to Long Island City to pick up some supplies. I'm really not sure what it is, but it's right around 1,300 pounds. Well, anyway, I want to get back into our discussion about investing into artificial intelligence and how artificial intelligence is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. When I talk about investing, right, I mean finding a way to get involved into that system and getting compensated for it. So you invest in it, right?
In a quarter mile,
and
turn right onto Tillery Street.
One thing I like about the ARTY ETF is that they are investing into companies that have a direct correlation with artificial intelligence. I believe they have about 50 companies, 50 stocks in their portfolio. And the fourth one, you know, if you guys know what I'm talking about, the fourth one on their list is NVIDIA, the powerhouse. So just think about that. There's 3 other companies ahead of NVIDIA that they are investing heavy in, and NVIDIA stands at number 4, which is still significant. So, you know, when you do this, you don't necessarily have to invest into one company, right? Okay, if you hit goal with one company, hit the goal with one company, okay? But by you choosing an ETF, that means you're investing into a pot that holds several companies that power artificial intelligence. So just think about that. Instead of investing into one sole company, I actually have access to invest into 50 of those top tech companies. That's the beauty of it. All right.
Clear.
Hey guys. All right. Just finished up. Let me see. Stop 1, 2, 3. All right. Just finished up stop 4. I picked up
turn left onto 48
1,200 pounds of sheet metal. I gotta admit, folks, I hit the jackpot on this one. Okay, you know, this one is going a certain amount of well, it's giving me a certain amount of money for only 1.3 miles,
then take the first
which is
left
6 minutes away from the pickup. So the distance between the pickup and the drop off is only 6 minutes. This is money in the bank. This is money in the bank. I'm really happy about this one. And what's good about this one is that what happens is a lot of these large companies that you're using to pick up these large loads,
turn left onto
they only give you one order per assignment. Okay, so the fact that I can accomplish this in less than 10 minutes, that's the fastest I can go to getting the next delivery, if that makes sense. Okay, so the quicker to drop off, once they see that you've cleared that one, they'll go ahead and send you another one, especially if it's in the same area and same region, since you're the closest driver.
At the next light, turn right.
At that location, I've picked up and delivered there before, but it's always the same guy who you know, controls the shipping and receiving. I don't think me and this guy, you know, we're not buddies, if you know what I'm trying to say. So I try to be very in and out when I'm dealing with this guy. I know the minute we both saw each other, it was something there like, oh fuck, this guy. Hey man, the feeling is mutual, man. He's just doing his job, and
at the light, turn right onto Greenpoint Avenue.
All right.
Then turn left on.
All right, completed stop 5. I was a little nervous with that one because
Go past the stop sign, then turn left onto 55th Avenue.
10 feet by 4 feet of freight coming out, and it was too heavy, and of course it had to be forklift off the truck. But you needed 2 forklifts to do it, and usually you're supposed to do it with one, but you need the long poles for that. They didn't have the long poles for that. I'm not sure
Turn
what the
left.
name of it was, but these guys were able to maneuver it
At
using
the next light, turn left.
you know, 2 forklifts. That's actually was very, very impressive. Definitely teamwork make the dream work. I want to touch on that, right? So, you know, as a small business owner, you know, I'm responsible for all the expenses, damages, any liable issue that happens to me or occurs to them. I'm responsible for facilitating it or coming up with some kind of solution. So that's why, you know, you gotta be careful when you go to these stops, right? Because when you go to these stops, the guys that's operating the machines are working for a company. So if they break your light,
At
if
the
they
light, turn left onto
puncture your
48th Street,
tire,
then take a slight
scratch your
left turn.
truck or whatever, they don't give a damn. You know, they don't give a damn because they're not gonna pay for it, right? The boss is gonna pay for it. You know. So that's why I like to film everything or take pictures of everything, because you never really know, you know, what's gonna happen at every stop. All right, right now I'm on to stop 6. This is one of those cheap ones that I was talking about in my last video. I'm only taking this one because this one is paying the toll, okay? I'm only taking this one because this one is paying the toll, and I can tell you straight up, this one is only paying $11. This one is only paying $11, but since I gotta go to Manhattan and there's a toll coming up, I might as well just take this one so that this one can offset the tolls. All right. Stop 6 is completed. I'm on my way to stop 7. All right, so I just got a last minute call to pick up 12 buckets of something, paint, I don't know, it's something like that. 12 gallons, let's call it 12 gallons. 12 gallons of something from a nearby hardware and supply store. Now this one is the wild card in my opinion, because
Turn right.
I was already going to New York. I was going to New York for
At the
$11
light, turn left onto Northern Boulevard.
just for the toll. Okay, I don't do that cheap shit. But let's just say that this New York trip just turned into $100. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take that one, and then we're gonna move on. Now this pickup is in Queens.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn
I am
left
not
onto
a
39th
fan
Street.
of Queens. Okay, small narrow streets, too many bike lanes, lots of trucks. This is similar to Manhattan. I like to be in, I like to be out, but let's see how this one goes. All right.
I got